If you do register your screenplay with the U.S. Copyright Office, what are the benefits? Mike Haley, film producer, screenwriter. Follow this comment back, and you'll see my full thoughts on just the standard industry knowledge in the independent film world about why it's totally fine as a writer to just finish your work. The copyright exists, and just let the work sit with you until you sell it. But one of the benefits is that in the event that you end up suing somebody for infringing on the copyright of your screenplay, is that you can pursue statutory damages. So now some of you who don't work in film and don't deal with copyright on a regular basis might say, good, you steal my work, I want to bleed you. I want as much money as I can possibly get from you. And I'm going to tell you why I still don't think that's worth registering it. So how much of the statutory damage is going to be? It's not that much money. It's as low as like $750, $1,000. Could be, the average is like under 30 grand. It's really not a lot of money. It might sound like a lot of money, but it's really not. If you got an attorney working on contingency, their fees come out of that. I mean, it's just, it's not like, it's really not a ton of money. And I can tell you that the bigger risk, the more common mistake that screenwriters make is they screw up the chain of title. They screw up the registration of the copyright. They screw up the transfer of rights in some way that is just really difficult to undo or impossible to undo. I mean, I come across people all the time who bring me a movie, they got a screenplay, and then I start exploring the chain of title, and it's like, you don't actually have the rights to this anymore. You assigned it to a producer 5 years ago, or you assigned it to a company, and you own half of that company, but you don't have any control. The other guy in the company, the other writer or the other producer has control of that company. So there are all of these ways to absolutely screw up your chain of title, and people do it every day, all the time. Unless you're an attorney, don't think that you are going to do this correctly when I see people screw it up all the time. People that work in the industry screw it up. So it's totally fine. Just write your screenplay, do a great job. Focus on getting it read. That's the hardest thing. People are so afraid of their work getting stolen, and what happens is when you go out there, you are not going to be able to get it read by that many people. So that's what you need to focus on, is getting it read by people, getting it passed around. You don't want any sort of prohibition. Don't ask for an NDA. You just want to give your script to people. Trust me that the copyright protects your work, and that there's plenty of paper trail for the courts there without a copyright registration, and you're going to be fine. Just keep writing and making connections.